Welcome back for learning.
Study your chapter 5, that is fundamentals of operating system. Okay, so fundamentals of your computer working with your typical operating system. One is Windows, another one is Linux. That's chapter 5. We are going to study this one, working with your Windows operating system. Okay, so this is the part 1 session. So for system, if you take system means you have to interact with your system based upon this OS. So OS will act as an interface between your user and computer. So now coming to today's learning objective, you're going to learn about the introduction to OS, an introduction to Windows operating system, what is Windows desktop, what is Windows, application window, next document window, last is elements of Windows. Okay. So these are all the learning objectives of today's session, today's class. So coming to the introduction part, OS is your system software that enables your hardware to communicate and operate with other software. Okay, so I already told you it is an interface. Now look into this example diagram. So here it is operating system. It will interact with your application, disk drive, mouse, printer, keyboard, monitor, everything get interact together based upon your operating system. Okay, so it is used to communicate with all your hardware. Okay, and what are the other software that should be kept inside that? It also acts as an interface between the user and the hardware and control the overall execution of your computer. Okay, so the operating system done this part of works. Now we will see how the operating system know it is to be get into touch. Okay, what are the some functions of your operating system? So you will have memory management, process management, device management, file management, security management, as well as control overall system performance. So everything should be get into attach with the function of your operating system. Okay, so based upon this function, the things, what are the things you may done using your overall view of your operating system? No, so it will comprise of user. Okay, a number of user get participate with your software. Software we already saw. What are the two main kinds of software? One is system software, another one is application software. So in OS part that provide with these two kinds of software. Coming to the hardware part, the CPU, RAM, input output devices, your extra connectors, all the things comes under your hardware. So how the all together function get interacted and produce the expectation and meet the expectation of your user. Okay, so this is the basic functionality of your OS. Next, we already saw these are all the functions of your operating system in last class itself, right? So this memory management, what is it? What is process management, device, how to manage your files, what are the security controls, security access rights should be provided, and overall system performance. So everything should be coordinated with the software and your users. Okay. Next we will see about the what are the most popular operating systems to be used. So coming to this operating system concept, you must be very familiar with Windows, right? So for desktop and laptop application, we use this Windows application. Similarly, Android for smartphones. Android, no, this iOS, Android devices and all to be used for your smartphone operations. Then coming to the iOS for Apple iPhone, iPad, and Linux operating system. So these are all the various kinds of your operating system should be taken into account. Okay, now coming to the part of Windows application. So every computer needs to operate with your OS concept. Coming to this Microsoft window, it is the most popular graphical user interface, that is GUI concept should be embedded in this. You all know familiar about this Windows, no? So the various versions of Windows get arrived from the year of 1985 to till date. Okay, let us see a detailed description about the various version of Windows. So these are all the things about the introduction of your OS. Now moving to the introduction of your Windows operating system, the thing what you have to be coming to missed and getting into the most familiar cases, no? So what it is running the task in multitasking model. That is, every computer need an operating system to function. This Microsoft Windows is one of the most popular graphical user interface, so that it execute the multiple application simultaneously in your Windows. So if multiple application get simultaneously you to be execute the conditions in your window application, then it is called as multitasking. Okay, so one can handle many, that is called as multitasking concept. Okay, so it is the main concept of your OS part. Now okay, now we'll see some function of your Windows operating system. So it can access your application, that is your program, based upon the usage in your computer, such as word processing, games, spreadsheet, calculator. So everything comes under the various function of your Windows operating system. As well as you can load any new program on your computer also. Already existing program you can able to work. If you want anything new, you can upload it off. Okay, you can load and make use of it. You can manage your printer, scanner, mouse, digital camera, everything, every part, what are the software you are installed in your program, that should be maintained and controlled by your Windows operating system. Okay, now coming for file management activities, for creating your file, modifying your file, saving, deleting or updating your files and folder, everything should be performed based upon your operating system. This files and folder concept, no, we are going to study next. Okay, in next subtopics we are going to study that one in detail. Okay, now we will learn about now what is Windows desktop. Okay, what is Windows desktop and why we are going to your desktop applications. So coming to Windows desktop, the opening screen of your window, no, that is called as desktop. See, if you are opening a screen of your window, you will have the thing what should be get embedded. So that is called as your desktop application. Okay, so inside you are having various files and folders and all. So this is your desktop application. In this part, we can execute how your window part get executed off based upon this. Okay, so desktop of your computer may look different in the screen because it is your Windows 7. Just now I show you, no, that is Windows 10. So it may be look different. You may have several areas of your Windows. So this is Windows 7 application. Here you can have start button at the bottom. Okay, at the bottom here you will have start button, and here notification areas will be there. Gadgets you want you can use, like calendar, clock, like this gadgets you can use. So each and everything that should be in your desktop, no, that is called as icon, and under that you will have taskbar. Similarly, coming to this part, so this is your start button in Windows 10. These are all the taskbar. This is the notification area. Okay, Now coming to these icons, what are the icon present? No, so these are all the icons. So these are all the individual icon present in your screen. Okay. Okay. Now we will have three main icons in your Windows desktop. One is standard icon, another one is shortcut icon, another one is disk drive icon. So that is your third part, that is disk drive icon. So totally you are having how many icons, ma? Standard, shortcut and disk drive icon. Let us see one by one what is the usage of these icons. So first moving to standard icon. So what is the use of the standard icons? No, these icons are available on the desktop by default while installing your Windows OS. While installing your Windows OS, standard icon will get enabled off. Okay. So such as your My Computer, document and recycle bin, no, everything should be standardly come along with your OS installation. As well as coming to this last part. Here no, you will have this one is called as Aereo Peek button. Okay, it can hide the information. You can click and see what are all the information should be hidden here. So these are all comes under your standard icon. Now moving to your shortcut icon. Shortcut icon implies that can be created by any application of files or folder. By double clicking the icon, the related application of your files or folder get opened. So that is the use of your folder icon. For example, I am clicking this icon. See at the bottom I am clicking. If I click this icon, what are all the things embedded inside it will show. Similarly, this Chrome application. So like that we can able to see. Okay, so this is the Chrome application, this is the folder application, this is your slide application. Like that you can click under the bottom, means it will show what are all the icons embedded in that particular type. Clear? As well as coming to this icon part, in your graphical symbol representation of a window element, no, your files and folders. So this is the representation I will show you. In any one part I will take and show you. Yeah, coming to this, you just see this is your my document. Okay, so this part is your my PC. So under this you will have C colon local disk D E. You will have your desktop application, documents, downloads, pictures, videos, everything should be represent. This no, this yellow color icons. This is called as folder. Okay, if you click on this, you will have certain file related to this folder like that. So everything, so this part, no, the representation what you are able to see, that is called as icons. Clear? So these are all the various icons you are using, and this icon represent your removable disk storage. So this one is removable disk. These are all the various local disks. In my computer I showed you two icon D and E. Here they are having nearly 9 icons. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 9 icons for disk storage. Now coming to disk storage icon, along with your graphical representation of your disk drive, you may have hard disk, that is one drive, then CD-ROM or DVD writer, then pen drive, other removable disk such as mobile phone. Nowadays we are connecting with your system, smartphones, tablet, everything get into your disk part. As well as the network drive in your system, no, it's connected with another system also. So these are all the things all about your Windows desktop, how the Windows desktop will get used of. So under that Windows desktop we learn what is icon, what is standard icon, what is the use of shortcut icon, as well as disk drive icon.
Icon. Thank you. We'll meet in next video.